Silverlands, welcome to the Metrics Room. Excited to be here with you the last couple days of April 2026. It's fixing to be a good month for us overall. First thing I wanted to do is go over the 5-star reviews. We have Citrus, 1809, and Circle T, all with 5-star reviews. Keep at it. Good work to those 3 properties. Trailer Wars, full in effect. We've gone through the final 4 and we're now to our championship round, which goes through the end of the month. So it ends on Thursday. We have Cash Flow Commanders. They edged out Knockout 7.2 to 3 points, and Mobile Mayhem. Mobile Mayhem has been one of the top. It's been the top team overall, 13.2 points versus the GOAT 5. So we have now the Cash Flow Commanders and Mobile Mayhem getting after it, going into the championship. And remember, championship round, the team members will take home some cash money. So excited for this, see how it plays out as we finish out April 2026. Want to go over the leasing hell or high waters. This is just what I want to make sure everyone understands what leasing agents are up to. Right now, we're going back to the basics. And the one thing I tell you is if you are not functioning at a high level and you're like kind of in a rut, the best thing you can do is go back to the basics. Leasing agents aren't super into a rut, but we're going to still focus on those fundamentals. So the number one thing we're going to focus on is our prospecting, because that is where everything stems from. So we're going to focus on 75 calls minimum per day. That's 17.5 calls called twice in the morning and twice in the afternoon. That's 75 calls overall, or 1 hour in the morning, 1 hour in the afternoon. We want to make sure that we're renewing our marketplace ads a minimum of 1 time a week. That's for anyone. So if you're a CM, not really thinking like how often should I update my ads, it's 1 time a week at minimum. As far as overall, we're hitting our RPS commits for end of month. Let's go and the month commits that we have, making sure that happens. A lot of people are really dominating right now, so good work. And then make sure one sign of someone that's into the job and someone's being successful is they will post and declare publicly what they're about to do for the day. So I highly recommend you post how many you're going to sign on the day, not really talk about the applications, the showings, that sort of thing. That can come later of actually what you put into the process, but say, this is the ultimate outcome I want. I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 signed leases on the day. When you focus on the signed on a day, that is the metric you'll eventually start achieving on a daily basis. If you set it really low, you'll hit it low. So just focus on that end goal of what you want to achieve. Then what you'll want to do is at the end of the day, after you report it, I'm going to do this many signed on the day. On the end of the day, I want you to present what you did and what you made. What tasks and responsibilities, or what work did you do? So a couple things that you'll do. You're going to talk about how many calls did I make, because that is like the work metric. Did I actually do? How many signed agreements did I actually have? And then from there, I want you to track to your RPS goal where you are on the week. So have a weekly RPS goal. You have an ultimate month goal, but break that down and say, this is the goal I need to hit on a weekly basis. And say, if it's 6 and I'm at 2, I'd be 2 of 6. Or if I have a goal of 1 and I'm at 3, I actually overachieved. I'm 3 of 1. So every single day, just focus on how many calls I made, how many showings I completed, how many signed agreements I had, and then overall after that is what is my progress to the ultimate goal, which is net RPS. So make sure that we're really focusing on those at the end of the month. Get together as a team, make sure we're doing those collections and we're prepping, because May is about to get crazy. We're gonna have even a bigger month. All right, I wanted to go over the numbers for this month, where we stand right now as of Tuesday afternoon at 4:23 p.m. We're sitting at 61 net RPS overall, with another 34 scheduled movements. That puts us at 95. We're currently pacing with our pacing code 77. Still have a couple days, but we're actually higher than that because we have scheduled movements already coming through. We've increased our occupancy by 1.7% from the beginning of April. So overall, really good. It sounds we're tracking and pacing in a good way, but we really need a really big push. So make sure you get yours, you hit budget. In lease up properties, that's a minimum of 4 net RPS on the month. So overall, going through it, signed on the month, Vine's coming in with 25, CJ with 22, Toby with 17, Brittany with 17. Brittany is a CM with 17 and Forrest, so that's impressive. Angel with 15, Rebecca at 15, Beatrice at 11, Suzette at 10, Kim at 10, and Jess Wolfton with 9. What's really cool to see is Jess Wolfton translated those 9 signed to 9 net RPS. Props to you, Jess. Number 1 rep. Number 2 rep is Brittany with 9 overall, and Toby with 6. Good work there. And then we have Angel coming in at 6, Irm at 5, CJ at 5, Suzette at 4, Billy 4, and also Amber and Rebecca both at 3. We'll see if they can get to their 4s as well. Okay, I wanted to go over the 4 non-negotiables of leasing. Super important to really focus in on how do we make the flow of that. If we're getting someone into the property, how do you get them to leave a customer? Very first thing is, I want to make sure that everyone understands is the ultimate goal is to get the number 4, which is to get a lease signed. But how do you do that? How do you get someone to come in and actually get a lease signed? You need to focus on the first 3 steps to this process. It really starts in your phone pitch of setting the expectations of, hey, we are really, really booked out, and I'm selling a lot of these or leasing a lot of these units, and there's not very many left. And already, 2 to 3 people have already looked at your property, and someone might put down their money. So you create urgency that way, which is actually true because we're super busy. We're leasing a lot of these, over 100 a month. Positive. I mean, we're doing probably 400 plus move-ins a month as a company. So you can utilize that leverage and understand we're doing over 400 of these a month. So we're super busy. You can use, if you're not having that much success, utilize the big momentum of the company. We have, make sure that you're letting them know that, if you're going to get one, make sure that if you have interest in this, that you bring the ability to do a money order, cashier check, card, or a check so that you can write it up right there. Setting the expectation that they're going to need that is going to be more likely they'll bring it with them because they're understanding, if I like this unit, I want to make sure I can lock it in. Okay. So the number 1 thing is we complete the application in person. We will be getting tablets or helping you guys to get the technology to be able to get the information to write up the application while you're doing the showing so that you can show up, you have less to do when you get to the office. But completing an application happens on site. It doesn't happen through sending, oh yeah, I'll send you the application, fill it out when you want, because people just don't do that. You're losing a big percentage of your applications when you wait for them to fill it out. So our number 1 thing is we want to make sure we're getting the application on the spot. We also collect a deposit. That happens starting in your phone pitch of setting the expectation that if you're going to get this, you probably need to lock it in. So bring the money. Next thing is, if you haven't ran the background check and we're doing it for the first time, you're going to want to make sure they have tentative move-in date, a date that they're going to be moving in. That could be the end of the month, the 15th of May, whatever that is, but make sure you have a date. And then ultimately, if you've set it up correctly, you've ran the application and you've gotten the information, you can get the application sent out to them, or you can fill it on your tablet or your own computer. We'll do that. If they'll fill it out before or up until the showing, we will go ahead and waive the application fee. But if we have to send out an application fee, we're going to charge them if they're going to do that, because it's inconvenient for us and it's not good. So it gives you a reason why to get the application on the front end. So make sure that you're utilizing that. So the idea is get the application beforehand, run it, have the results back so we know if they're 1, 1.5, or 3 times credit. And then what we'll do is we'll complete the application. You've already done that. I would collect the deposit, make sure they have the urgency in moving in a specific date. And then if I have that already completed, the nice thing about it is number 4 happens. I can just go ahead and sign the lease and they can hand them keys and they're now customers of ours. Silverlines, thanks for all you do. Let's go finish out April really strong and crush those RPS and collect that money. We'll talk to you later.